down with Coach Armstrong. I got a guy I'm gonna bring with me, and that's where they hit it off. They go back. They go back
so he was there. How long was he at DHS?
A year.
He didn't like it, or what? He said, "Fuck that shit."
Yeah. And then he got hired at Desert Mirage.
Oh, okay.
He's been out there since then. But
He's
yeah,
still
there's
working
like
over
same. I don't know. Where was yeah, he's still out there. Was Coach Spry?
Yeah, he was over there.
So Coach Spry is one of the guys that went out there with him, and they had a good little run there. But
Where at?
At DHS.
Oh, he went to DHS too?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Coach Spry, Coach Willis, a couple guys.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I don't know. I feel like you would, like, when you're going through high school, you think, like, these coaches have, like, loyalty to your team, and you're like, they don't. They're just, like, people, like everybody else. Right? Yeah, it's like a job almost, kind of,
so many people, they want to be a head coach,
You're trying to promote,
Yeah. So, it's like your position coach, maybe a coordinator, hopefully that head coach. Not everyone's like that, but, they get that opportunity.
Exactly.
And it's like, all right, well, I got to seize it.
Well, you've made your moves, right? Is that why? Is that because you wanted to, like, or is it just because...
No, you know what? Early on, I thought I wanted to, and had, like, be cool, call your own shots, have your own program.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, just life happens,
Yeah. Well, you have...
Family, start having kids, I have 4 kids. 4 kids.
I have 2, and I feel like I feel like that's too many already. That's
and,
one too many.
I never wanted to be that head coach that wasn't like 200% in.
Yeah.
Every there day, before all the guys, a lot of closing up shop, just the most prepared guy in the film room, had the best game plan, And if I couldn't offer that to the kids, then
what am I doing there?
Yeah.
What am I doing as head coach?
As head coach, exactly. Where I could, cut back on time and be an assistant, position coach. You can maybe, coordinate, and you're still putting a lot of time.
Yeah.
But you're not the head guy.
The
head coaches and everything it's cracked up to be, because a lot of times, then you're actually dealing with the fund, or you got to raise money.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think anybody knows what it's like.
You have to raise money. You're dealing with scheduling. You're dealing with administration, with your AD. If you're not a head coach AD type person.
Yeah.
Heaven forbid someone's kids not get enough playing time, because then there comes mom and dad, and then this.
How often is the AD head coach thing going? Like how often is your...
It seems to be a dying breed now. They're kind of trying to separate. There's a lot of schools, it's more of an administrative position.
Keep it,
So they're just separating it all. There's been, in some cases where obviously if you're when you're the head coach or you're the AD, well, what sport you think is going to get some pretty good treatment?
Football, or whatever sport you're the head coach of,
if you're the baseball
whatever,
coach and AD, basketball coach and AD, and it's not selfish; it just comes naturally,
And even if you're not, if there's something that happens in that favor of that sport, it already looks bad, no matter what.
Yeah,
so
because you're the head coach and
you're the athletic director.
Now you're new uniforms.
Yeah.
You're on charter buses.
We jumped in right here. So this is the 10th episode of the 100 podcast. I brought in my coach.
Number 10.
Yeah, number 10, dude. Ryan Flores. He was my offensive line coach, and I actually coached his daughter in softball as well. Right. It's kind of weird. This is kind of a... I don't know. This one's a little weird for me. I feel like I'm not up to your level, so I'm trying to be there. But
I have big expectations, man. Number 10, this is a big one.
Yeah, but I want to go all the way back to like your high school career. How was that? Like, can you I don't know. Tell me the process. Yeah, the process from, because you were on I think a pretty good squad, right? And what year did you play? At La Quinta?
2000, 2001, 2002.
So you guys won CIF, correct?
Yeah, 2 times.
So can you talk about that a little bit? Talk about the seasons when you guys won, what the difference was between a CIF winning championship, or a CIF winning team, and a team that you coached, like, that you've seen, like maybe our team, 2013. We were just like, we kind of made playoffs, but we didn't have the drive or the, I don't know how to explain it,
It was just, everything fell into place. Everything, all the stars aligned, man. It was the right coaching, the right players, the right play calling, the right schemes. Everything just worked, and you start to get hot, and guys don't want to let that go.
Yeah.
You taste success, and some guys enjoy it, but they don't want to put in all the extra work.
Yeah.
Everybody gets pumped up for Friday nights or whatever.
But what about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, exactly, where it's 110 degrees out there, and Coach Armstrong, man, he's on another level then. He's on another level then. So you had to. Everybody's on their A game, but practices were competitive as hell.
Yeah,
like you couldn't sleep.
Could you
on
see a
day
difference
practice.
from 01 to now?
Absolutely, but just because, especially the depth of the team, like number wise.
Oh, gotcha.
We weren't that deep. I can remember going into my, it was our first CIF championship game, and I think we maybe suited up like 35 guys.
Damn.
Maybe.
And there's 11 on both sides, so you got 14 guys left. That's it.
And a handful of those 11 were playing both ways.
Yeah.
Actually cut in half. But even, or despite those numbers, the depth was there. So, like, you had a bad day or a bad week, there was someone on your back, like, ready to come in. And who didn't want to be part of that?
Yeah.
It's like, I want to be a star on this. So, it's like, it wasn't like, okay, well, I'm the number 2. I'm going to sit back and watch. It was like, if I'm the number 2, whatever, I'm going to go on the scout squad.
Work it.
I'm going to go beat that guy up. So, everything was competitive.
Yeah.
In the weight room and practice. One big thing was there's, you weren't worried about any guys come quarter or like who's going to be eligible, ineligible. Everyone just handling their business.
Wow. That's different. I guess that's kind of a difference in society kind of nowadays.
Thing. Yeah, it's like even going into spring ball, all these years, I think this is like year 12 for me, or I don't know, 12, 13, whatever it is. It's like, this guy's not even eligible to play. Like right now, we had a game on Friday, he can't play.
Yeah, exactly.
He signed up for summer school.
I don't know how many kids are like that.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's like this guy signed up for summer school, and if he gets this grade and that grade, he'll be good to go. And the pressure was on him, and guys always came through, but there was never any of that. It's like it was 2.0. Whether guys are just 2.0s, 2.1s, 2.2 to 4.0. It's like didn't matter. Everybody handled their business.
Yeah, exactly. Just get it done.
They got it done in the class, in the weight room. Film study wasn't what it is now. So I can't even imagine if we had access to huddle and stuff like that.
I bet,
because, man, we were on VHS tapes.
Just that,
old school controller with like 5 buttons on it. Play, pause, stop, fast forward, rewind. So film study was a lot different. I mean, we watched tape at school.
Yeah,
and that was it.
You couldn't go home. You couldn't check it out.
Because to sit there and then copy,
exactly.
even just 30 tapes, that's time consuming.
You don't even think about that.
That'd be a job in itself.
It's just on the internet now. You're just like, anybody can find it on any iPhone, anything.
It's like when I first started coaching there, we'd, Coach Armstrong always, again, taking pride in what he did. He'd always do like the film delivery, the exchange, excuse me.
Okay, yeah.
So, whoever we played, there was a halfway point. You drive there,
and
we get yours, you get ours, and that was it, and little by little, it's like, hey, that's so something, crazy. We could start doing, helping out, that's a lot of driving every week.
Yeah.
Especially in your preseason, we were traveling a lot, so that's things, you take for granted now.
Yeah, exactly.
We wouldn't think that. It's like huddle, like boom, upload your film, download there. I mean, not even.
You just make the chip over there.
Boop, boop, a couple buttons.
Yeah.
You have theirs, they have ours, and there it is. But it was like I said.
What position did you play in high school?
I played center.
How was that?
I played center.
How was that at your size? What size were you in high school? What was your weight?
The heaviest I ever got was about 195 pounds.
Jesus Christ. And around that time, what was the average lineman, you would think?
It just depends. I mean, there was guys from 6'4", 300 pounds. There was other guys, 5'6", 5'7", 190, 200. It just, whoever earned a spot, whoever it was, I mean,
and knowing a little bit about you obviously went and played college ball. Like, what got you there to play college ball? Was it that? Like, knowing, like, people underestimated you because of your size and you were just, I'm going to work it?
That, it's like, you always want to prove people wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
People are going to say things about you regardless. If you're losing, they're going to say things. If you're winning, they're going to say things. If they look at you, give you the eye test, or like, they count you out. Whatever it is, people are going to have something to say. And like I said, you want to sit there and be like, prove you wrong. Of course that's a motivation, but sometimes, it's got to come from within yourself too. Like, you can't always sit there and count on other people to pump you up.
Exactly. It can't be always outside motivation.
Count on the good press, count on the bad press. Whatever. I'm not even talking about press. Just like, oh, this guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He can't block our guy. He can't tackle our guy. Whatever it is. I mean, that helps. It fuels the fire, but you got to sit there and look in the mirror too and be like, yeah, I got this. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get it done.
How'd you like get your name out there to get to college? Was there like if you were talking to a high school athlete right now, what should they do if they're trying to make that next step to college?
Handle your business in the classroom.
That's number one.
That's number one, because you could be a 5-star athlete on the field, on the court, wrestling mat, in the pool, whatever you're doing. You could be cream of the crop, number one. But if you don't have the grades when it's time to go, it's like,
anyways,
I'll find someone who's one step behind you, 20 pounds lighter than you, but there's not that extra hustle to, get them through loopholes to get them into school. Yep. They're here.
Yeah.
And they've already proven that they're dedicated to school. Obviously, you're going on an athletic scholarship, but, academics comes into play too, because if you're not eligible at that level, you're no good to any program.
And let's say you have good grades, you could work on that too. You get a little bit of academic scholarship.
Yeah, especially if it's not that big D1 program. You're going elsewhere, smaller program.
Yeah,
they make packages based on your grades, based on your athletic, skill level.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's been a lot of kids that, obviously I spent the most time in La Quinta, but they get packages come like, oh, I got a full ride, or I have 3/4 ride, 80% night, whatever it is. But a lot more of that has been academic than athletics. So
exactly.
That talks right there. But at the end of the day, no one's sitting there. You graduate. It's like 5 years later. It's like, oh yeah, but you were like 80% athletic or academic money, and like nobody cares.
Matter. Yeah, exactly.
It's like I walked out of school debt free. Doesn't matter if it was
went to a 4-year.
If it was grades or
played my football, my baseball, whatever it was. Yeah,
exactly. So that's the biggest thing. It's like, take care of business in the classroom. Get yourself cleared, all the NCAA clearinghouse, all that stuff.
And how does that work? How do you?
You're going to go. The counselors are so on it. Every school in this valley, they're lucky to have good counseling staffs, and they'll take care of them, register their athletes online and whatnot. Make sure that they're able to get recruited when it's time. The recruiter comes in, that all your ducks in a row. It's like, okay, let me see his transcripts. Oh, Troy, bam, you're ready to go, man. I've already liked what I've seen on film, because that's why I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't come see you here. I didn't come to see you because I heard you have a 4.0, and then now I want to see your film. I saw what you did on the field. Let me see the transcripts. Boom. Let's go.
Now we're confirming it. You're ready
Let's
to go.
Come take a trip out to our school. You like it. We offer you. You think about, that's the way it's going to go.
Is there any special way you get your film out? Is there, besides Huddle, is there any other way you can get your name out there to colleges for them
Huddle,
to see it?
what's funny? It's crazy. It's social media. Social media has become huge.
Just start posting
especially
on Instagram
Twitter.
or something like that.
Twitter's going nuts. It just, click one button. Like I said, the right person sees it. Bam, retweet. Eventually it's going to fall in the right person's hands.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of coaches, too, that their network's so deep, and social media has become such a big part of communication and recruiting and background checks on athletes, but we get to that in a little bit. But, because sometimes they say, hey, well, I've exhausted all my scholarships. I don't have anything. I really like this kid. Hey, I know your coach over there. You've been looking for a tight end. Check this kid out.
Yeah.
Boom. Hey, thank you. Check him out.
There you go.
And there it is. Because like I said, the network of coaching is so deep that you see talent. Even if you don't get it, let's not leave that kid hanging.
There's someone else that'll take him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's where you see a lot of kids that, not so much now because social media is so big of everything we're doing in technology. It's like, rewind 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever it was, there wasn't all of that.
Yeah, some kids were falling through the cracks.
A lot of kids were.
Yeah.
And
especially in the smaller towns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if, it's smaller, there's been a lot of athletes that come out of 8-man programs.
Yeah.
But how much hype does 8-man get?
Well, Vanderish on the Cowboys, the linebacker on the Cowboys, he's killing it, man. He's better than Sean Lee.
You get into the Midwest or places like that, and where you come from a town where there's like 8,000 people.
Yeah, exactly.
It's tough to fill the 11-man team. So boom, so go 8-man. you see a lot of athletes out there.
It's tough to get a lot of scouts out there too. When
Exactly. That too.
8,000 population. Who wants to drive out there to see one kid, one star?
Right.
Or they don't even hear about this.
They don't hear about
maybe.
it.
Yeah.
Like you say, just fall through the cracks, and you know, some of them are, you know, they're willing to go the junior college route, and that's just a meat grinder though. You know, it's like it's cutthroat. Like, it's cutthroat, man.
There's some savages over there too, man. I see some of those athletes over there, and they're beasts.
Yeah.
In junior college.
And it's, you know, like, you know, now that, you know, Netflix grabbed a hold of, you know, Last Chance U and everything like that, but it really is, you know, you got a year or two to shine and do your thing before, you know, you might have to hang it up, and that's reality.
Yeah. So,
you know?
So going from college football after that, what'd you do after college football?
I was right back here.
Yeah?
I was right back here, coaching.
Did you wrestle as well in college?
No, just football.
Oh, just football.
See, I went the junior college route, so I played 2 seasons.
Oh, okay.
At COD,
All
but
right.
I didn't spend 2 full years there. So like after my sophomore football season, you know, everything was in line with grades and transferable units, all my credits and things like that.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to have, you know, a couple smaller schools interested in NAIA programs, and it was like, let's go. And same thing, you know. I'm fortunate to where it was like, hey, academic money, athletic money. It's like, boom, that works.
Let's figure it out.
Let's go. I don't care what kind
Whatever
of money you want to call it. You know, it's like you want to throw it at me and put it under whatever category, I'm gonna take it. So, you know, with COD, that was a trip because we had a lot of guys that were D1 guys that had already gone the D1 route, and then they were bounce backs. You know, grades, injuries, whatever it was. So junior college is a trip.
Yeah. How does COD get some of those guys? Because I've heard them.
I can't even answer that, man.
You know, you're like, I have no comment.
I can't even answer. You know, I still scratch my head about that. You know, you see guys
like from New
coming
York
from places in Texas, in Florida, in Detroit. It's like, yeah, I'm sure you know exactly where COD is when you're a senior in high school. You know,
you've
like,
heard of Palm Desert,
right? It's like, yeah, you're you know, dude from Florida, and you're gonna go to the desert.
I don't know, but yeah, maybe a little recruiting on the down low.
Whatever it is, they pull guys in. You know, always have, always will. That's not going to stop.
No,
anytime soon. I've always, you know, I just wish that more local talent would get a shot there. Yeah. It always bums me out to see guys from the desert. I don't care what school you're at, from Palm Springs out to Desert Mirage, wherever, anywhere in this valley, like leave the desert to go play junior college in Orange County or San Diego. It's like there's COD right here in your backyard.
I think that has to do with that as well as just classes. COD, for some reason, classes is always an issue for people, and for them to even get their associates, it takes like 4 years.
Yeah. For
me at Ventura, it was 2 years all day long. You get every class you want to get, so I think that's kind of part of the issue as well.
Yeah, and see that's one of the benefits. You know, if you're an athlete there,
you get like
priority,
right?
priority registration.
Yeah,
so it's like if you don't get those classes, like shame on you.
You should have got them.
You should have got them. Yeah, it's like it's there for the taking.
Oh, see, there you go. That's something I don't even know about because I haven't been around.
It's there for the taking. So I mean, whether you're the starting quarterback or the, you know, third string offensive tackle, you're in priority registration. So it's on you to go take care of business, like I said, and get just a little bit. All someone needs to see is, you know, little film on you to be like, you know what, we like it. We're gonna take a chance on it, or we're confident enough to say this is who we want, and let's do it. Where, you know, even, you know, I wouldn't throw any names out there, but there was guys I played with, you know, who they were in a weight training, they were in a golf class, they were, you know, in a basketball course. Like, that's all cool. You know, you have all A's and B's.
But you could have actually like.
But when it's time to transfer out, you pass all these classes, but you don't have the transferable units. You didn't take the English, the math, the history, the science. You didn't go that route to make sure everything was cleared for you to get out of there.
How many do you have to get to go to like a 4-year? What are
I can't even remember that unit breakdown. Safest bet, you know, if you're gonna be there 2 years, get your AA.
Perfect. There you go.
And there's no questions asked.
Exactly. You did the units.
You know, and it's like done deal.
Yeah. Okay.
But gosh, to sit here and even throw a number out, I couldn't even.
You couldn't even know.
Couldn't. And then, you know, there's guys who go into junior college. Years ago, man, this is a long time ago now. Back in 2003, you know. But they call them qualifiers. I think they still call them qualifiers. So you're coming out of high school, your GPA is high enough. you had the right test scores, you're a qualifier. So after 1 year, you're eligible to transfer out. You don't have to spend 2 years there.
Oh, okay. All
so, that makes you more, recruitable.
Kind of, yeah. It's just like another check or something.
Yeah, you're there. It's like, okay, this guy could come spend 3 years now.
Yeah. Especially if you're a star, you're already starting or whatever.
Like, yeah, we could, he has a red shirt, has 3 years. We technically could have him for 4 years.
Yeah.
If you're one of those qualifiers.
Build them up a little bit.
Or if you're not, no sweat, you just got to hustle and get it done.
Yeah.
You gotta get those transferable units to get out. And it was a shame because there's a lot of guys who should have been, out of here, and they
was that because they just wanted the easy route just to play now? They weren't thinking about
it's like
that
I'm playing
extra.
now. It's like, cool, I have a 4.0. It's like,
great.
You should.
Yeah. What are you doing, bro?
You're in 2 weight trainings and a yoga and golf class. Like, you should have a 4.0. And then when the time came to it, school started getting down to the nitty gritty, and it's like, we like you, we love you, but you can't come here.
There's just certain rules you can't bypass. So
it was a pretty neat deal because I think that year we had like 16 guys with some type of scholarship, with half, full, whatever, anywhere in between. That left to go play at a 4-year, and it should have been more.
It's actually surprises me how many guys, if you put the work in, like, can get a scholarship or can get like to the next level. Like, it's not it is hard, but if you put the work in, like, you can get there.
There's a school for everybody.
Of
course, everybody wants to play on Saturday afternoon or Saturday. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to run out? I'd be sitting here being a damn liar saying, wouldn't want to be playing at SC or
play that D1
Bama or Texas or it's like
on TV and shit.
Who wouldn't want that? Be traveling first class. You're in this hotel, that hotel, instead of on a damn bus for 6 hours.
Yeah.
It's like, but at the end of the day, it's like you got to be willing. It's like someone's gonna give me money to, number one, go finish my education, and number two, to play football. It's like, hell yeah! It's like, send me to BFE. Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's been, even in my coaching career, a lot of kids, that opportunity was there. It's like, oh, it's too far from home.
Yeah,
it's too cold there. It's this, or my girlfriend. It's like, go,
exactly.
go, man, go, and then
just do it.
A few years later, you see them, and they're not ashamed to see you, but say, hey, what are you up to? Because you want well for everybody. I want well for everybody. It's like, I want to see you're doing good, and they're just like, still here.
Still hanging out.
It's like, all right, well, you're still here, so make the best of it. It's like, damn, you're bagging groceries. Be the best damn grocery bagger there is. Obviously, you don't want that for you, but that's not even an example I've seen people have. But it's like, you're gonna be in construction, be the best damn construction worker there is. Yeah. But I know it eats at some because that opportunity was there, but they wanted the big fish. It's like sometimes the big fish doesn't come. But there's a whole sea of the little fish that'll take you. So
some people think it's gonna fall in their lap. Yeah, I think that D1's just gonna fall right there.
And the percentage is so small.
Kind of moving topic, but speaking of, I don't know, numbers and stuff, what do you think about college players getting paid? Do you have any thought on that?
That's a touchy one. That's a touchy one because technically you are getting paid.
Yeah, by getting a free education.
When you break down that education.
Depending on where you're going, it could be 6 figures, to be honest, depending on where you're going. I think Annapolis, I think they're talking about Navy. It's like, or maybe not 6 figures, but pretty close, like 15 or 20 grand a year.
That's You go to SC and what are you paying, like 60 grand a year? You could be your school valedictorian and walk out with $200,000.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got a dude who run a 4.4 and catch passes or score touchdowns.
Yeah.
See, zero debt, so you are getting paid. You figure out, I can't remember the breakdown. They did a breakdown. It was specific. How many thousands of dollars universities pay for these athletes. Yeah. Breaking it down from meals to hotels to travel to the basically like healthcare treatment they get. They're sick. You're taking care of your injury. You're taking care of, the tutors that are invested in a lot of athletes, So, in a sense, if you want to break it down to a dollar amount, these guys are getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah,
and you know they do get stipends. I mean, it's not enough probably to live off, but
I didn't know anything about that
it's
either.
you know, it's touchy. At the same time, you know, they for some of these guys, you're putting 100,000 people in the stands every week. They're buying jerseys,
especially if you're a superstar. Yeah.
You know, there's a lot. You see these big universities with TV contracts, and you know, specific. You got your CBS, or you're always playing on NBC on Saturday night.
Yeah, you're in that bowl game.
Yeah, there's 110,000 people there, and then how many more hundreds of thousands of people watching that game? So
yeah,
I mean, it's a big money industry.
Yeah,
you know, college football is a big money industry. You know, so I don't know. It's touchy. You know, like I said, you really are getting paid. Without it.
Yeah. That's kind of how my view was, but I do see the risk involved, especially if you're a football player, because you can get hurt and you can be done.
Of course,
but
hopefully again, they're smart enough to finish their degree and they have that to fall back on.
Exactly,
you know? Because you can go get hurt, have a career-ending injury. You know, and your athletic scholarship's still offered to the day you walk out, or it takes you 4 years, 5 years. You know, it's like finish. It's the ones that walk away, and it's like, man, I got hurt. They didn't take care of me. It's like, you didn't take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Like, so no one told you to stop going to school.
If you get a scholarship, even if you get hurt, that thing it's there. That's yours.
They you know.
Yeah. So they've never done. There. Was that ever in the past a thing where people would get a scholarship and then it get taken away if they got hurt or something?
No.
If they got injured?
To my knowledge, no.
No. Okay.
You'd have to do something. I mean, pretty serious, probably like criminal offense. You know. Where,
okay. Yeah.
You know, you were dismissed
and
from the
make them
university, from the institution, whatever it was. Yeah, and then it's like, okay, now we're gonna take that away.
Pull your scholarship. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So after college, what'd you do after that? I know you came back here.
So
back to coaching.
I started talking to Coach Armstrong probably about a month and a half, maybe 2 months most before I graduated. Just kind of throwing feelers out there, like, hey, what are you gonna do? What's the plan? You thinking about coming back? You staying out there? And we just kept in contact, like small talk, once, twice a week. And then it started getting closer and closer to graduation day. And he was like, hey, well, I'm just going to throw it out there. Like, if you come back, got a coaching job for you, offensive line, you know, take it or leave it. And not like, you know, like that, but it's yours to turn down.
If you want it, it's yours, yeah.
And I was just like, man, you know, it seems like a great opportunity. You know, we've had, maybe it's a sign, like, you know, like we never lost contact. We keep talking. It's like, and then I was thinking, you know, how awesome would it be to go back to school I graduated from.
Yeah.
You know, to help those kids do more.
And you just got there, so you just got through that whole experience. I graduated
on a Saturday. It was my dad and Megan, my wife now, was my girlfriend at the time. Packed up the truck. A couple days, we drove back. It was here. So graduated Saturday. It was here Sunday or Monday, in time for spring ball.
Damn, you're
like
right to coaching.
Didn't even cool off. You know, it was right to, and then there was no looking back.
What caused you to do that? You just wanted to give back. You wanted to help out the next guy.
I was flirting with the idea of staying out there, coming back. I was obviously I was a PE major, so I was going to graduate my BS in physical education. Yeah. And then I was in the credentialing program out there. And then looking at the resources here, the schools and everything, just turning in transcripts from out there to California. And California is one of those tricky states, you know, where it's theirs. It's theirs.
Yeah.
Like
their licenses and
you
stuff.
You could get a California credential, you go teach anywhere.
Yeah.
Where you go get a credential from Kansas, and there's still coursework, there's classes, there's exams, there's things you got to do
to get the California
to get cleared. So I was one class, it was a student teaching class away from having my Kansas teaching credential out there. I was like, well, when I started weighing things out, I was like, I'm going to come back home and have to almost start all over again because I didn't have any years experience at the time. If I would have had, let's say, 3, 4, 5 years experience, 10 years, whatever it was, there's not as much work to do because you have those years of experience, professional experience.
It shows you've already been doing it,
right? You know, but I'm 21 years old. I graduated on Saturday. I'm back on Monday. It's like, here's my stuff. Like, well,
exactly.
You also got to go through our credentialing process as well.
How long did it take you to do that? to get your California credentials?
For about a year and a half.
So it was almost like almost like an associate's program.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have to jump back to college because I didn't even get into it really. But where'd you play college football at? And
so after COD,
how was it living there as well?
After COD, went to McPherson College.
Yeah.
And that's in McPherson, Kansas. And
I have no idea where that is.
It's dead smack. It's almost like the middle of the United States, to be exact.
Okay.
And I got out there, like I said, I left it semester. So I got out there January something. Right after New Year, because I jumped into a lot of colleges have their January term. So I jumped into a January term to just get going.
Yeah.
And then the school was, about half the
are you getting tornadoes over there?
Oh yeah, we'll get to it, man.
Okay.
Like half the students are there, half are gone because that January term is not mandatory.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna go out there, start lifting with the team, working out with the team,
just get it going,
just get acclimated. And you're leaving the desert. Me and my parents, they flew me out there. We're leaving Palm Springs. Shorts, t-shirts. You get out to Kansas, freezing.
Really
freezing. I was out there like the first month and a half I was out there. I don't think I saw the sun once.
Damn, man.
Snowing.
And so it was winter.
Cold,
so yeah,
freezing. People talked about ice storms. I was like, what the hell's an ice storm? It's like ice storm. What is that?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
They shut the school down.
Oh shit!
It was frozen. Everything was frozen, solid. So
What's an ice storm?
The school would be shut down. I mean, it was so cold. I mean, there was weeks where we were in the negative temperatures. I mean, it was so cold.
Yeah.
But those are things that could they could break people. Yeah. It's like, man, hell no, I'm going home. And I was there for a reason.
They could strengthen you as well, though.
Yeah. I was there for a reason. Like I had that opportunity. I was like, I gotta do it. It's like, I'm not coming home. There's no way. Like someone's like, dude, look at me. I'm 5'6" at the time. I think I was like 220 pounds. Like someone threw money at me to play offensive line, or had that kind of confidence in me. Like
I'm gonna do it.
It's like, let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do it. So I got out there. Like I said, the Midwest it's a great place. You ever been out there? You got to go.
I don't think I've ever been out there. Not once.
It's just the pace of life, everything about it. It's just like a different world. Like you're somewhere else.
What's the difference?
Very slow pace.
Okay.
Very genuine people.
Yeah.
Like genuine down to earth people. I remember calling my parents. I talk to my dad almost every day. My mom, a few times a week, more my dad. Just like telling him, man, there's so many people out here. They're like hard to get a read on, but I think there's a lot of fake people out here. They're everybody just like so.
They're too nice.
Like too nice.
Yeah.
Too nice. I'm like, what is this? It's like, so keeping my guard up. It's like I don't know you, but damn, like you take the shirt off your back already for me. It's like, but that's who they were. They were hardworking, genuine people. Most of them grew up on farms.
Yeah, exactly. They just know the.
You were like this at a dinner table. Someone was probably.
They'd be like, get that shit off.
Yeah,
exactly.
But the pace of
life.
Take
your hat off inside.
Yeah, everything was. It wasn't, and we're here in the desert. We're not even anywhere close to like Orange County or LA, but this even lifestyle here in the desert is it's still Southern California. That's light years ahead of over there.
Yeah.
And not to say, they're not intelligent, this and that. People, I don't want anybody to have that misconception.
Exactly.
Just everything was real mellow, real laid back. If I don't finish it today, I'll get to it tomorrow. Because it's going to be there tomorrow. Yeah. And if not tomorrow, then I'll work Saturday.
And I'll work Saturday.
I'll get it done.
You're not stressing out like that.
Just life, done. There's the big cities out there and stuff like that where it's similar to Southern California or city life, but it was nice just being surrounded around all that positivity, just smile, holding doors open for you, that, I mean, it was
especially here in the desert. I think it's because half of it has to do with the heat, man. Everybody's always fucking hot and irritated and stressed out, and like you said, Southern California is money and everything. Everybody's like, just life in general compared to over there, I'm sure.
Yeah. You know, and it'd be funny too because, you know, everybody out there thought, you know, I'm from Southern California. It's like you're surfing all the time. It's a beach. I'm like two and a half hours from the beach. I'd have my phone with people, you know, like, oh yeah, man, every morning before school we're out there surfing or boogie boarding. Like, what? They'd be tripping out, you know. Or it's like come home a couple times for winter break and things like that. And what'd you do? I went snowboarding. It's like, you went home to California? Like, yeah. It's hot. It's cold. It snows. There's lakes. There's rivers. Like, you know, so of course their, you know, vision or whatever they thought, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Of California, just like you're on
straight beaches.
You're on the beach.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you're in San Diego. You're in LA. That was their picture. You know, they had painted. You know.
You have any? Obviously, you're saying tornadoes. Was there any scary times?
Oh, the trip. It was like. You hear the funnel clouds and they get going and it's a real deal. It's like one day I remember walking back, a couple guys and they're from Kansas, Oklahoma, and they're like, "Shit, we got to get underground." I'm like,
"Oh shit,
what's up? What's going on?" Like what? And the clouds, they're literally in a spiral and they're spinning. And I'm like, "Oh shit!" I'm sitting there like, "Damn, this happened!" Like, dude, hey, we got to go, like, because they'll just drop, like, bam, and they hit the ground.
It's on? It's
go time.
Oh, my God. Dude, that's crazy.
Go time.
So, did you see it form?
Oh, yeah. They start coming down and everything. There was a time, I remember, shoot one touchdown. Luckily, for the town we were at, it touched ground on the airport strip. And that was about a mile away from the school. Okay. So, of course, there's all of us, too. There's me. There's Megan, my wife. A bunch of us California dudes. The sirens are going off. It sounds like a war because all these warning sirens go off. It's like, get your ass underground. Get your basement. Get where you need to be.
Do they have a basement at the school?
Yeah, every dorm did. The big dining hall did. Library. Everywhere you're at, there was basements. Wow. So those sirens go off. And it was like, here's all the smart Midwest people going this way down the basement. Here's all this dummy that we got to check this shit out. Like,
I've never seen this before.
What's up? And we were like, get your asses down. Like, there's nothing to see. And of course, we were like, still poking our heads out. Like,
I've never seen a tornado before. Yeah. I got to check that shit out.
Exactly. There was probably like, 12, 13 of us from California. So we're like, let's do this. Let's go chase them. Like, you're stupid.
We're tough, bro. We're football players.
Take your ass underground and do what everybody else is doing, And the crazy part about it was, it was blowing like hell. I've never seen wind blow like that because it's getting near us and it's about to hit the town. And all of a sudden, the flag, everything just drops. Still, like someone froze time. And that's when everybody, get your asses down. Because you start to get in the eye of it.
Oh, yeah, and
everything just
exactly. Drops. When you're in the eye, you're about to hit it. Yeah.
And like I said, luckily it just shifts, boom, hits the runway, so it didn't do any structural damages, homes, buildings, anything like that. I remember we Cinco de Mayo, I think my senior year out there. And there was one Mexican restaurant, McPherson, Kansas.
How was the Mexican food?
As Mexican food as you could get in McPherson, Kansas.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
yeah. I get what you're saying.
But nobody went there for that, You went to La Fiesta restaurant in McPherson, Kansas to go tackle some 64-ounce margaritas.
Exactly.
So that's what we did on Cinco de Mayo.
Get faded.
That's what we did. Long story short, horrible tornado that night. The Greensboro tornado just ripped that poor town apart. People lost everything. Their barns, their homes, everything in the city. That place is flattened.
Where's Greensboro?
It was out there in Kansas. It was not too far from McPherson. So of course we got back from La Fiesta and we're out. It's nap time.
Yeah.
I remember waking up. Must have like 30 missed calls from my dad. I'm just like,
oh shit.
Dad, what's up? What? What the hell? What's going on? He's going nuts. He's sitting there watching the news, just like
about a big old tornado.
It's like your parents are sitting there watching this halfway across the country.
Shit,
just
man.
thinking all the worst thoughts, and it's like, napping. What's up? What's going on?
Why are you yelling at me, Dad?
Yeah, I'm yelling. I'm like, oh, calm down. I'm thinking like, damn, who died? What's going on? Like, My dad's sitting there.
He's like, I thought you died, dude. What the fuck?
Like,
oh shit.
I'm good, man. But it's a trip. It's a trip being out there, you know.
Yeah. Because you said you went straight from COD to that January like semester. What like gave you the drive? Was there something like when you're younger, or you always just like going?
You know what I mean? Honestly, football was my drive.
You just love football.
Football is my drive, and I knew the opportunity I had to go get my education as well. Because, I mean, I'd sit there and everyone in the world would be like, dude, you're an idiot. You're not going to play professional football. I knew that.
Yeah.
I mean.
Exactly.
But I was like, I'm going to go get my degree and then hopefully make something bigger out of that. But football was my drive. That was it.
Just keep playing football.
Yeah. And it's like, and that was going to get me to my end goal, graduating college. And I got there. Like I said, I never felt like the homesickness. I was so just like, zoned in and focused on what I went there for. It's like it took care of itself.
Yeah.
The coaching staff, all the players are so welcoming. The tribute, you always hear all these stories about, this person's the first one in their family to go to college and this and that. It's like, and I knew that because I was that person. I was the first one to go to college. And, having a younger brother, younger cousins, and all that. So I was like, I'm not going to be the one who went away and then come home.
Well, went and did it, finished it.
That, sets the tone or motivates everyone younger than me to go do the same, or at least try it. Because I mean, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I mean, there's a lot of successful people without a college degree, a ton.
Yeah.
But at least to give them, hey, the courage to go do it or go leave the state or go try something like that. And then it was cool because I was there, within a couple weeks, and I get some emails from my aunts. It's like, oh, who I wouldn't say the closest to, but we're not so distant that it's like we're unfamiliar. It's like, but it's like the family stuff.
Yeah,
we're not always texting, like, hey, have a good week, or thinking about you, blah blah. It's like, hey, it's a birthday, it's a wedding,
the big moment,
a funeral, whatever it is. So it opened up my email, and they're like, we're so proud of you, and it's like, keep it up, all this stuff. I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to keep it up. Like, that's what I'm going to do, so.
Yeah, just having everybody on.
Yeah, was that behind my back. So
it's like, that's cool, man.
I got to do this.
Yeah.
For me, for them, for everybody.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that definitely being a drive. But going from college, you went straight to coaching. So, how is it? How is it coaching football, coaching track? Do you still coach wrestling?
Yeah.
Coaching wrestling, being a dad of 4 kids, you working, I'm guessing, obviously.
Yeah,
working, teaching. So how is that? How is it juggling all that, dude? I'm trying to juggle that right now. I'm trying to figure out how to juggle that. How do you juggle that?
I mean, well, even before all that, it's like I'm so blessed. Like I got a full slate, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
And I couldn't do that without the support I have at home. Like, there's just no way. Like, without my wife being 100% bought in, and my kids, and they're getting to that age where they know it's like they share a lot of time with me with all these other kids that I'm with.
Oh yeah.
Without their leniency, their full support, their full love, like there's just no way.
Yeah.
There is no way. Like, I saw this thing the other day. I tagged my wife in on Twitter. It's like there's 2 types of coaches' wives. There's the one who's 100% in. You're about it. You're wearing your husband's colors.
Yeah.
And then there's the one filing for divorce.
That was only 2 choices. Like,
there was nothing in between. It's like, hey, check this out. But it's like, man, my wife's got to pull double, triple, quadruple duties. She
was with you since high school.
Daily, since college. Since college. So we'll be married 10 years in August. So the Big 10. Look at that. 10 years.
10 years, 10th episode. That's perfect, man.
Right? And then like 13, 14 years in October together. So
there you go. We've almost been together, me and my wife, since, 2010? So 9 years. Yeah. It'll be 9 in
right there.
A couple
been
weeks,
that long.
Man. Yeah. Since high school. Since you guys were like, you're a dumbass. What are you doing?
Nah, you know when you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know when you know. But, like I said, gosh, damn. I mean, she's up every morning to say I help her is a big overstatement in the morning. You know, she's grinding already.
I guess
has the coffee made. You know, everybody's lunches are being made, breakfast is made, and it's not just like one thing because no one in our house eats the same thing. She's
got to have everybody's special.
Oh, my son eats this. My daughter eats this. My other son eats this. The baby eats that. I mean, like everyone's taking care of me.
Yeah,
it's like. And then, I got to get myself ready and do something myself. You know, it's like she wears a whole bunch of different hats and capes. And it's like, everyone's like, how do you always do it? It's like, I don't know how she does it. You know, it's like drop-offs to school, pickups. Oh, there's 2 birthday parties, one for her daughter, one for her son they got to go to this weekend. While I'm off at a track meet or wrestling, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom, there she is.
Just handling it.
It's like, handling it. It's like, so, you know. For me to sit there and take all the credits, like it's busy, like she's my backbone, part. Man. Yeah, because you know it's like, and then come Friday night, there they are. She has 4 kids in the stands, like, and the last thing, what does the kid want to do? Sit in the stands? Like, come on, they don't want to sit in the stands, you know. So there she is, like in a gym that smells like shit and full of wrestlers, and it's hot and it's humid. There she is, 3. You know, it was 3 at the time. Sometimes it was 2 kids when we first started. All 4 kids, there they are in a tournament, you know, wearing our colors. It's like, so it's easy when you have that kind of support at home.
That's how you do it.
There's some days where it's like, it's like, I don't blame her. Man, you just need to go do your nails. You gotta go do something. Just go to this. Go to the store. You like, even if you don't want to, just get out of here.
Chill out for a little bit.
She's
relax.
Still not like that. She's like, no. You know, it's like, so, damn, man, all the credit to her. But it was funny. I was talking to her about it. I think a week or 2 ago. It's like, I saw something. It's like, oh, people who say they're busy, that's just a cop out. Like, you're just a poor planner. You're not organized. Like, everyone's busy.
Yeah.
You just got to map it out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like from this time to this time that happens. This and like you plan days ahead, weeks ahead. Sometimes you got to plan months out. You know, it's like you just
especially if you want to benefit yourself and benefit other people, you definitely have to like. You're gonna be busy, man.
Absolutely.
You're gonna be busy.
And it's like, you know, then looking at the coach and all, it's like, it's like you get it. People think, how do you plan 2 or 3 months out? Well, you do it all the time. Like in my line of work, you know, because you're making your season schedule sometimes 6 months ahead of time.
Yeah, you kind of know when practice is gonna be.
Here's the schedule, you know, and you got to adapt to changes. Sometimes it's gonna rain. You got to move. You got to share the gym with this program. Oh, so there's now this. Award ceremony that's using the gym, or they're using so-and-so's. You know, you get into track season and soccer needs to use it because it's their season. You're coming to track. You just gotta, you have it all mapped out, and you just gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah,
you know, things happen, but busy's good. You know, I could be doing nothing and not be blessed. You know, so
I like busy.
Right?
Yeah, it makes things better when you're busy, and I like when I can hit the gym when I'm busy. It makes the busyness not too bad. It doesn't cause the stress. You kind of get all that stress out when you're hitting the gym.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've been trying to find the right words to share with people. It's like I'm trying to figure out how to put it right now, but it's like people who use drugs and people who work out are essentially chasing the same thing.
Yeah,
they're looking for that brain altercation.
Just like kind of like a
do
way out almost.
People do drugs to feel good. People work out to feel good.
Yeah,
2 totally different ways, but essentially they're doing the same thing.
Well, that's why they say a lot of people that are like drug addicts they get addicted to the gym. They start going to the gym a shitload because it's like another way to make your brain feel good. Same thing.
And it's like you want all those natural drugs that your body produces.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
Go for a run. Hit
that runner's high.
Yeah. Go knock out a punching bag for 30 minutes. Like
I've heard Joe Rogan, man. You ever listen to Joe Rogan podcast? He talks about it all the time. You go hit the bag for a little bit. You hit the gym and you feel good after, and all those stresses aren't really stressful anymore.
And then everything else falls in line. Like you're more engaged, you're more focused. You're able to sit there and be like, okay, task at hand, let's do it. Like you're motivated to just do better.
Yeah,
you know, everything, all your brain's just firing, man. That brain activity, all the juices are flowing.
Hell yeah. Speaking about the gym, what would you have as some pointers for somebody trying to get into working out?
Consistency.
Yeah.
You know, consistency.
Definitely. I would agree with that one. That's a big one.
Because everybody wants results. Like that's what I share with all my PE students right away at the beginning of the school year. You know, it's like, look at life right now. You want something, open up your phone. There it is. You want something, order on Amazon. The chances are it might be there that day. It's like we're so spoiled. We get results now. It's like click a button. I got to make a call. I got to do this. Like everything's there. Yeah. You don't even have to get. You could. I need to ride somewhere. Uber. I'm hungry. Uber Eats. It's like everything's there for us in palm of our hand. Yeah. Except it's like, well, damn. Now I want some big biceps, or I want my abs a little tighter. I want bigger legs.
That doesn't really happen that way.
It doesn't happen that way. No. It's not like I'm gonna go to the gym for 4 hours today, and you go there for 10 hours.
Yeah. Go for 10 hours for a couple weeks, you still probably won't see much results.
So it's a process that you just got to buy in, and the consistency, that's where you're going to start seeing the change slowly. So, but it's going to happen. Yeah. It's going to happen, and excuses, they're going to come at you like no other.
Yeah. You know, it's a bad one, honestly, and it's kind of, it's weird is I've gotten like compliments like, oh, you look good, bro. You look good if you look like you've lost weight. And that almost makes you not want to work out. It almost like, hey, all right, I feel good. I could take a day off. It almost kills your whole vibe. Like, don't even tell me I look good, bro. Like,
I'm looking good.
I got a six pack. Is that what you're saying? Like, nah, bro. But I kind of feel like it almost does the opposite. It makes you not even want to work out. I'd rather just people not say nothing to me and just let me stay focused, keep the focus. Yeah, exactly. But maybe that's just a personal thing, but.
But it's like, or even, it's hard too because then you got a vacation packed or just a weekend. It's like, pack your shoes, pack some gear, get it done. Exactly. And it doesn't, people think I got to go grind out 2 hours at the gym. Like, no, you don't. Like, knock out 50 burpees and see what that'll do for your body. Yeah. Take a jump rope, go for a jog. Like,
go run with the kids
for a couple hours. Yeah, it's like, go to the park and run around. It's like, tell kids all the time, like, I don't have extra time to work out. It's like, really? Because how much do you scroll on your phone or do things? Like, I'll be on my phone like an hour and a half. I'm like, so be on it for an hour and 15 minutes. Work out for 15 minutes.
Just a little step.
You could do a kick-ass workout in 15 minutes. Yeah. You could probably knock out 300 push-ups in 15 minutes.
Most of my workouts at the gym are probably an hour or less.
You get in, you get it out. It's like people are like, I go 2-3 hours at the gym. Like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah. Like, exactly. What do you do there for 2 or 3 hours? Like,
you're talking for 2 hours and you're... working out the other.
Exactly. So it's like when people say they don't have time either, it's like, you have time. That's just another excuse, It's like, oh, I'm out of town or there's not a gym available. It's like, dude, knock out some pull-ups. Go to the bar. Like, you want a bad workout? Do some push-ups, do some pull-ups.
Yeah, exactly. Some sit-ups, some planks. Like, there's 100 different things you can do without go for a run, like you said.
And then it's like, oh, well, I'll start tomorrow. It's like, start today.
I'll start Monday.
Yeah. And then Monday doesn't happen. It's like, I'll start tomorrow. It's Tuesday. Tuesday doesn't happen. Well, I can't start on Wednesday because it's the middle of the week. That's going to throw everything off. So I'll wait till next. It's like, man, before you know, it's like,
I know.
Damn, I never started.
I got a birthday party this weekend. I'm just going to have to wait till Monday. Yeah.
It's like, get it done. Get it done. Wake up a little bit earlier and knock it out and then go enjoy all that. Yeah. You got to enjoy life.
And I know you were on a little bit of a weight loss journey because I saw you got yoked out pretty quickly.
Oh shit! I was when I graduated back in 2007. Shit, man, I was another person. You didn't even see me in 2007. No, 2007, 2008, 2009, up to 2010. When I graduated, I was like 240 pounds.
Damn, dude.
240 pounds.
Yeah. Well, you were center of.
Yeah, right now I'm like $165, $170, fluctuate between that.
Yeah. How'd you get there?
There's a whole other person. Working out with the kids all the time. Yeah. Working out with the kids all the time. Running with them.
Just your schedule, I'm sure.
Everything I was, preaching to them, I had to do. But it's funny. Like right before I got on full time teaching, I did. I spent a year working at the water district, which a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought because did you work there when you coached us for a little bit?
I get all my years mixed. It could have been
because it was like I graduated 2013.
But I was walking around all day. I was like reading meters and stuff like that. So it was 8 hours on your feet. Yeah, like, nonstop. And a lot of the days, like when you're walking and moving all day, it's like the last thing you want to do is sit down and take a lunch because it just
keep doing it.
Kills you. It's like while I'm driving somewhere, snack real quick in the back of the truck, and keep going like just to be going 4 or 5 hours and you sit down for 30 minutes. Like
You're already done. You want to take a nap. You lose your
momentum. So, a lot of it, you're walking all day. Man, I was putting in like 30,000 steps a day at least, if not more. Walking. So a lot of weight came off like that.
From that year at the water district.
It was like every single day in, day out, But same thing, like I said, working out with the kids. I'm not going to have the kids run out there in the heat or do anything I could. Like a lot of coaches, it's like, not do it, but it's like, I always saw a lot more kids buy in.
Yeah. You've done that with us a few times.
Yeah, or it's like, especially during wrestling season, I was always wrestling with the guys. I'd lose pretty good amount of weight during wrestling season. Those little sweat boxes, working with them and shit. And,
hey, what's the difference between wrestling, like, I don't know if they have a Hell Week, but wrestling practice and football practice, is it rougher?
I don't think you can compare them.
No, they're just two totally different.
Day and night.
Yeah.
I don't think you can compare them. People have asked me to make that comparison. There's no way.
Two totally different sports.
Different sports. Like, well, compared to a sport, I was like, I don't know what it could compare it to. I was like, I'd have to imagine just off.
Did you wrestle in high school?
Yeah, play baseball.
And then were you in track as well?
No.
Oh, you just you just got into that.
And my assumption, maybe throwing it out there, trying to compare them, like I'd have to imagine maybe water polo or like a swimming workout.
That's what, like wrestling?
It's like a wrestling.
Really?
Yeah,
well, yeah, because they're running a lot of shit too.
Yeah, man. Those guys in the pool and people. Water polo doesn't get the credit it deserves.
Yeah.
Man, just go in there and try and play 5 minutes of water polo.
I've tried to do the whole keep your... Yeah, dude, right? Fuck that, dude.
And then with someone all over you and sitting there trying to drown you, and then you got to swim and get to the ball and then turn around and do it again. It's like...
My wife, actually, she played in high school, I think, 1 year, and she said, like, chicks would, like, sharpen their nails, and they'd be, like, trying to... Their toenails would be, like, trying to kick you in the pool. And
man, it's like whatever's going on in the water is going on.
Fuck, man. Yeah, exactly. But, so I guess water polo, that's all you could compare it to, really. Practice.
And, of course, I can't say that for sure, but...
you didn't even... Yeah,
I I do a lot of swimming now. Try and break up running workouts, things like that.
Yeah.
Gosh, damn, it's just like running could get easier. I think it could get easier. You could train so many different ways.
Yeah.
To get really good at running. Saying. Like swimming never seems to get easy for me. Like
I love swimming.
Oh, so do I. Like I could be in the water all day long. I love swimming. I could be in the water every day, all day. But like to be like in a swim workout,
it's not. Yeah,
it doesn't get easy.
Yeah,
but it's that whole body workout, too. It's like not just I'm gonna go in. I got chest and back today. I'm gonna hit my legs. I'm gonna do this. It's like, man, everything's working.
Legs, arms, everything. Yeah, and maybe it's just because I'm not. I like running, but if I'm doing something, if it's like basketball or I gotta be playing a sport or something. If I'm just running, I'm like, I'm dying, dude. I'm like, it's horrible. Yeah, so I don't know. That's why I like swimming more. Maybe it's just easier.
Oh, it's easier on your body.
Yeah, exactly.
You're weightless,
knees and everything.
Yeah, not all that pounding on the on your knees and everything else you're doing. But
yeah, so how is coaching, dude? Like wrestling. How is that coaching wrestling? Because I know everything about football. Really, like what got you into coaching wrestling? Obviously, you played in high school, but same thing. You just wanted to keep busy or what, dude?
Yeah, you know what? I was same thing. I was there at La Quinta. I was lucky to get on with Coach Armstrong and the staff and everything like that. And the late Coach Jenkins, they're a legend at La Quinta.
Rest in peace, man.
He was like,
he's a good guy.
Oh, he's
great
the best.
Guy. Yeah,
the best.
I wish I knew him better.
That guy. He is an amazing man.
Yeah,
it's like. The fact that he's been gone for such a long time, people still speak about it like it was just yesterday, It's like, or that you go around tournaments and you can wear La Quinta stuff, like, oh, hey, you're one of Tommy's guys, you're Tom, or people still telling stories,
That's a beautiful thing.
It's like, and it's like, never anything negative, and that's pretty rare, You're going to have people that don't like you or they're hating on your success or things like that. Everybody just like when he reached the highest level, 3-peat CIO champions, everyone just about it.
And I haven't heard anybody say anything negative about him. Not even in high school or anything. Not one player, not one whatever. I don't even know what you say.
Because he just
athlete.
he loved all his athletes.
Yeah.
Loved them. And in turn, you know, you get that same respect and love.
Exactly.
I mean, he genuinely loved his kids. You know, he'd have 150 wrestlers that were his kids.
I don't think any players have anything bad to say about you either. I think you care about us. That's how you
know, it's like I do, man. I do. You know, it's like there's been so many people that I see do that, you know, and so many kids that don't have the upbringing that I've been fortunate with, and they lack so much stuff at home, and sports is where they can get it from.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's just so many opportunities to nurture a kid if at times you need it. There's times you get on their ass to give them the tough love. They're just you could give so much, you know, through coaching. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. But you know, Coach Jenkins, he asked me, "Hey, you interested?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, let's do it." You know, so I started coaching that. My first year coaching at La Quinta, there was a couple people left the track program. And it was like a month before track season started, and there was no one coaching track. Oh,
so you just jumped in basically as a
and just with my background through education and stuff like that. It's like, well, I had a lot of training this and that. Like, obviously, I never did the sport.
Yeah, but you're an athlete. You already have some sort of background in.
And so Coach Ansley, who's still there, you know, it's like, well, let's do this. We'll do it together. And it's like, all right, no say, twist my arm. Of course. Call Megan and say, hey, they put a proposition on the table. Like, what? Now what? It's like, track. She's like, what? Track? I was like, what do you think? She's like, well, if you want to do it. It's like, boom, never looked back.
Shit,
you know, never looked back.
How many years have you coached all three sports?
Oh, shoot. Like I said, I started coaching back in 2007 football. So 2008 was my first track season.
So
I think
10 years at least.
I think there's only been 1 or 2 years I didn't coach 3 sports.
Damn, man. You keep busy. You keep that.
And, you know, they all overlap. So there was times, you know, get done football and wrestling, they overlap. Wrestling and track, they overlap. So there'll be times where it's like a morning wrestling practice and then afternoon football. Or afternoon football, night wrestling.
Yeah.
Morning wrestling.
Exactly, and each practice is what, at least an hour, so you're at least 2-3 hours
but it was
working.
I knew what I had signed myself up for. It's like,
yeah,
I had to get it done, and if I you know slipped up, it wasn't me that was going to suffer. It was the kids that were. You know, it wasn't their issue that I was coaching 3 sports. It was like, I know what I got to do. You know, it's like, now do it. Like there were days where it could have been like, snooze or cancel. It's like, but I'm cheating the kids in.
Yeah,
cheating the kids.
Is there any way you get a break from like your all your shit, or do you not like any breaks?
You get a few days in summer to go.
That's it. Fuck that. You're back on it. Oh man, I like that. I like it. You sound like,
you know, or there'll be people like, why the hell are you applying for summer school? It's like, that's break time. It's like, I love what I do, man. It's like, I love having my PE classes. Like,
I think that's the problem. People's mindset, like they're working for a vacation or they're working for retirement.
You know, I get to show up every day and do what I love.
Yeah, exactly. Find something you love to do.
Yeah, I don't work.
Yeah.
You know, I don't work. It's like, damn, I'm getting paid to do this. Like, I'm ripping off the system, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Know, it's like,
I'm teaching sports and teaching kids how to work out.
I'm here on my prep, swimming. I'm working out during class. I'm playing football one period. We're playing basketball. Or you know, it's like this is what I show up and do every day.
Yeah. So speaking on that, how do you, if there's somebody going to college, how do you you work towards being a teacher or in physical?
Well, you're gonna get your undergrad first. You know, you'll get your bachelor, your BA, your BS. You're gonna do that, and then you're gonna enroll in a credentialing program, which some now. There's programs where you're going to get your bachelor's and your credentials just tied into it.
Oh, okay.
So,
and then do you have to get a certain amount of hours, like on the job?
You'll go get like student teaching hours, things like that, where you're not working, you're not getting paid, like basically like internships. Yep. Where there's obviously opportunities too, where hey, there's a vacant position, paid internships.
Yeah.
You know, if the stars align for you, but if not, people work.
So they can do it. They can get you in a paid internship.
Like, yeah, like if you have really like your a certain amount of your coursework done, if you have an exam called your CSET, which is mandatory, like you have your CSET pass and you have X amount of courses past your credential program, like, yeah, they'll get you through an internship.
Oh, nice.
Where they're gonna you're gonna get paid to do it, and a lot of times, more often than not, they end up turning into full-time positions. You know, you do a good enough job, school's like, heck yeah, we want to keep this person here. Like, we don't want to let them go.
What'd you do? Did you end up getting in? Like, did you end up having to do that?
Actually, the way I went, like, and when I graduated, like, I knew I wanted to coach.
Yeah.
So going back there, graduate, boom, get here, spring ball, bam, get going. School started for the high school students. I was coaching football. That's all I was doing at the time. I was my dad. He's still in construction, self-employed and stuff. So I was working with him. It's like really just 2 months out of college. I was coaching football. I was like, I'm not sure what I want to do. And like I said, I was in the credential program back there, but I wasn't like 100% bought in on teaching.
Yeah. And then you obviously knew you're gonna have to go another year or whatever to get California credentials.
So at the time, I was coaching. I was like, all right, like construction was crazy. My my dad was in construction. My mom was in real estate. I was like, man, I can see myself like taking what my dad has, taking over it. Of course, like I'm gonna go bigger. I'm gonna go better.
Take the family business.
I'm gonna do this. You know, and I think so much of it. I was like, I really enjoyed more than anything just working with my dad, like just being there or whatever it was. Like
that's what it sounds like. You said in college you're talking to him like almost every day. Always, so he's like your best friend.
Constantly, like me and my dad talked. If there was a day in between, that was too much. Like we always talked.
That's good.
But I enjoy just working with him. So for a second I was like, damn, I'm gonna do this, but it's gonna go bigger, better. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Then you get we got into the students got in a weekend at school, and a kid drowned at La Quinta High School.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so obviously I was very unfortunate, and not the way you want to start your school year off, for anybody. Yeah. From admin down to the students, the district, like
it just fucked everything up, basically. Yeah.
It's like for his family, of course, it's like it's like every parent, you send your kid off to school, I'm gonna see him at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You don't blink twice or think about it, So what happened with that, the teacher got placed on leave and whatnot. So coach, of course, a lot of the pull that Coach Armstrong had was like, hey, there's going to be this long-term sub job. You interested? Yeah. I was like, I don't know. Long-term sub job? He's like, well, you're going to have all these PE classes. You're here coaching, teach PE. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. And still never even really I was like, damn. Yeah, I'll do it. And I was like, man, I got to tell my dad I'm not going to work for him. That was still there. Yeah. I got to tell my dad, hey, Dad, I'm not going to...
By the way, I took his job. Yeah.
Starting Monday, I'm not going to be here anymore. But of course, he was like, hell yeah, like, get the hell out of here. Like, go do that.
Do something in your wheelhouse.
Yeah. So, that was first week of school. So September, October, November. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I'm teaching PE. I'm just like, this is cool. I like this. But still hadn't enrolled in the California teaching credential program. Yeah. I was just like,
you almost got one of those free trials.
Yeah, it was basically
a couple months here. Let me test this out. You like this job?
Make sure if you don't like it, you're gonna unsubscribe before we start charging your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
We get into December, January, February. I was like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, this is what I want to do the rest of my life. And of course, go get enrolled. All those here, the enrollment process. We need your transcripts. We need this. We need that.
Yeah.
Letters of reg. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, let's do it. Let's get it. So I did that.
Fucking went through the process, and you're here now, and you're still doing it.
And here we go. And it was a longer process for me because that CSET, man, it messed with me a little bit. So the CSET, there's 3 parts to it. And shit, I think, I take it 4 times?
What were the 3 parts?
Well, there's written, there's video, there's multiple choice, but it's very broad. I mean, I've heard people that say it's like one of the hardest, if not the hardest, CSETs to pass. And, people think, PE, how hard is that? Just go take it and get it done.
Yeah.
And that thing, it gave me trouble, man. Like, so you take 3 sections, you can sign up for all 3 of them, you can sign up one at a time, whatever you want. So it's like, of course, first time I was like, give me all 3.
This is cake.
You know? And I was like, I'll do it. And, you know, you pay for each subtest. There's 3 subtests. And boom, back then, you know, like a month and a half, almost 2 months for your results. Of course, now you take the CSAT. It's like Monday. Immediate. Here's your results. You know, that's the way it is, you know? But it's like, damn. I only passed 1 section. I still got 2 left. All right, well. And then, same thing now and then. They're not offered as much. Or they weren't offered as much back then as they are now. Like, you hop in one almost monthly or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Then you had like 3 times or 4 times out of the year to jump in those.
So you just gotta wait a couple months and.
Yeah. So I was just like, and then what was hard is like I looked at the ones the 2 sections that I didn't pass, and I was like, damn, on this one I was 2 points off. On this one I was 3 points off, and I'm like, when you're that close, like, what do you change? It's like, I was obviously only like a question or 2 questions or a paragraph. I didn't write the right thing, whatever. So there's not a whole bunch I want to go in and change.
Like, I was basically prepared. Like...
Right. So my mind started fucking with me. It's like, what do I do? What do I change? You know what I mean? Like, the game plan going into it.
That happened to me with my drum test. I missed it by like 1 question. It was like, what are you...
I told Megan, it's like I would have rather off missing that shit like 100 points. It's like, okay, well, I just bombed it. Like,
just fucking throw everything out the window.
Yeah,
let's redo this.
I just flat out failed it. Like, all right, let's go.
Yeah,
it's like losing a game by a point. It's like, damn, we were right there. Flip side of that, we just lost by 50. Like, let's move on to the next week.
Who cares?
That shit's behind us. Like,
it doesn't even feel bad.
Here's what we did well. We did a lot of things wrong, obviously. Boom. Here we go. Let's scheme for the next week.
Yeah.
So that's where I was at. So next time. Got 2 down. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get them. I didn't pass any. Same shit. That one was a little more. It was like 5 or 7 points off. Whatever it was. A little more than the first time. So then I'm sitting there like.
Every time, so like, let's say you pass that first one, do you have to take it again, or is that
no? That one's done. So you never have to touch it again. It's like, so you go in, there's a whole room of people, and some people are only there for 1 section of it.
Yeah.
They take their 1 section, bam, they're gone.
Yeah.
There's some people taking all 3, it's whatever, you know. So I was just like, for the first time in a long time, I'm sitting there just like mentally just stumped. Like, damn, I really just didn't pass those. Like, that's twice now. I didn't pass those 2 sections,
and I got worse.
Yeah, and I took a step backwards. Like, oh shit, but it didn't like stop me. Like, I still want to do this. I need to figure this shit out because I was getting towards the end of my coursework, and so those tests would have been the only thing holding me up.
Got you. Yeah,
you know what I mean,
that was it, and you had everything done.
Here we go, near and far. They're all spaced out. By then, you know, I passed the 1 section. Don't pass any. We're on to the next school year.
Yeah. So
I had taught that whole year on that. It was a long-term sub job.
Did you keep it the next school?
No. One? So that's when actually the next year, because it opened up, because they had flown the position.
Because the sub job was
done. Like, if I would have passed my test, do what I had to do, I could have maybe turned that into like one of those paid interns or whatever, you know. But I could at least apply for the job at the time. I didn't have my test done. So you can't even apply for it. Because then you have candidates coming in, it's like, I've been teaching 10 years. Or
how do you even compete?
Yeah, you don't even give this person, you can't even interview because you're not even to that point yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's actually when Coach Gleason came in.
Oh,
he came in.
And he's the one that got the job?
He started there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So then, again, it just, teaching was meant to be, man. Because then I come back and we're going in the summer. So it gets back to summer, back to work with my dad.
Same
shit, you know, back to it. I was like, I wasn't as gun-ho as before. Like, this isn't what I want to do. Not that I wasn't working as hard or anything like that, but I was like, I know what I want to do now. Yeah. Fortunate.
You're just waiting for that test.
Fortunate to fall back and have my dad there in line. I was like, here we go. Let's pick up where we left off. You know?
Yeah.
And then, same thing. We get to the beginning of the school year. It's like, well, it's not PE, but you could do health. Don't you think you could do health? It's like, yeah, I can do health. It's like, hell yeah, let's do this.
So it was just another long-term sub?
Another long-term sub. But I was like, all right, you know, it's like, but it's like, this has got to be meant to be, you know? Because like, shit, another thing fell into my lap. Let's go do it.
It's basically in the same thing. Yeah, same category.
I was teaching health because she was out on medical leave. And so, shoot, I almost went the whole year. I went to, what was it, February? Yeah, February. And then she came back. So almost the whole school year. And then from there on out, I was just subbing here and there.
If somebody called out
for my dad.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And all the PE guys always took care of me. A lot of people started knowing me on campus because at the time, there were still a lot of teachers still there from when I was in school. Like, they would call me, hey, boom, boom, boom. Math, science, and whatever. Just like I was subbing. And then...
And shit, you were there the whole year the year before.
Right.
So you're already like a teacher.
In the mix of all this shit, I take the test a third time. Because I, failed the second time around. Take it the third time. 2 sections. Pass one, don't pass the last one.
Shit, so dude. Like, oh, man.
Then here's the shitty part. It comes to the part where I got to take that final test. I take the test. I got to be at Riverside at 8, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Never in my life do I sleep through shit. I slept through my alarm.
Oh.
Miss a test.
And I know those tests. You're late. You ain't getting in.
Miss it, yeah. And it's like you paid for it. It's like,
sorry.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck.
Where's your alarm at, bro? That's it.
Yeah. I was like, yo, man, I've never slept through anything in my life. Like, I fucked up. Like, that's on me. Like, no excuse. No nothing. Like,
It was just one of those moments. Just a bad day.
Yeah, I was like, you go look in the mirror. It's like, dude, you fucked up. Well, next one.
Shit, dude.
Next one. At this time, things were getting bad. Like, everybody's always getting pink slipped. Teachers were getting let go, brought back. It was a mess. Like, I was very fortunate that when my time did come, I got hired full time. Like, I've never had to go through that. Sweating all summer. Am I going to work? Do I have a job? Do I not? So there were.
And some of those teachers though that get pink slip, a lot of them, well not a lot of them, but some of them they don't even get fired, do they? They get the pink slip, and then it's like, well, we still have a job for you.
Yeah, and it's not that they're fired; they're just
like let go, or
and then they're sitting there and it's like, well, do I start collecting unemployment, or do I start looking at other districts for employment,
opening?
What do I do?
Yeah,
and that was rough. So obviously, when they're doing that, they're pink slipping teachers. They're not hiring. So, gave me time. Not that I was a mess or anything. I just fucked up that one time, missed my test. Yeah, had to wait till the next date. Boom. Passed it. But then again, it was standstill because nobody's hiring.
So you're getting pink slip. They're not hiring new teachers, obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then this is when I knew shit was real, because then a third year comes around. After I did that PE, then I do the health that year. I come back.
Is there another long-term sub position?
And the month of September goes by. I'm subbing, working for my dad, coaching.
Yeah.
And again, I'm like, all right. Just buying my time. Teaching's what I want to do. Waiting in line. And a long-term job comes up at Palm Desert Charter Middle School, a PE job. Because the PE teacher left. He was actually a football coach at COD, and he got hired at New Mexico State. Boom, it was like a Friday. Gone. Out, like no questions asked. So I got in real good. A lot of people at the district, a lot of ladies like, hey, Coach Flores, blah, blah, blah. It's like another long-term job. I was like, hung up. I was like, where do I go? Like, I'm there.
Put me in.
So I did that year. No jobs the following. That's when I got on with the water district. And then there at that time was kind of like, I want to teach. I want to coach. This is what I'm doing. Shit, maybe this isn't gonna work out for me.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever started having doubts. Like, maybe it's not meant to be. Unless, and actually before I got hired under the water district, man, I was applying everywhere. I mean, from the highest point of
to be a teacher, like everywhere,
from the highest point of California to the lowest part of California, just everywhere, just anywhere. I didn't even care what it was. Elementary, middle school,
just
high school,
teaching job,
girls PE, boys PE. Like, I didn't give a shit. It's just it's time to pack up and go.
This is what I
really want to do.
Did you get any calls or anything?
So I started sending everything out. Boom, I get a call from the water district because I had been throwing apps in there. This is good shit. I go maybe buy time, do whatever. It's like good good health insurance, because at the time we had Mason. Mandy was on the way shortly.
Yeah, so you're
it's like and subbing and working for my dad. It's like, yeah, and luckily Megan always holding down the fort.
Yeah.
She had a sweet ass job at Eisenhower, the hospital. So
what did she do?
She worked in a few different departments there, like working her way up.
Yeah,
but so in the water district I got on with them, and I started working. Then I started getting all these calls, interview, like set up an interview, and I was just like, I'm a pretty damn loyal person. So when I got on, I felt loyal to like the water district. Like, damn, like
you can't just
do I leave like 2 weeks into it, and it's like, and we're here, we're like this is good. And I got to the point, and again, my backbone's like, well, do what you want. We'll pack up and leave what you want, or wait for something to come up here. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna wait.
And how's the pay's got to be pretty like
it was good,
same, right?
It was good, and then I started getting into it, and there's courses you could take in the water district and test there to move up grades and pay scales.
Yeah.
So I started doing that, and I was like, damn. I'm passing these tests. Well, my degree, they didn't even care what your degree is, but it's like, damn, you got a degree, you have an education, you always get into management, you go here, you go there. I was like, I could have a sweet-ass career here. Coach if I want, if it's too much here, not coach.
Yeah. Just take advantage of what you got right now.
I was enjoying it. Yeah. Everything was going great. I love the Waters. They treated me well and everything like that. And I was almost there a year. Then I got a call from Miss Salazar. She's like, hey, we're gonna have an opening this year. Would you like to come apply? And I was just like, oh shit, here it is. Here's my unicorn. Here's where I want to go. This is what I want to do. It's like,
here's my unicorn.
Yeah, it's like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
But it was tough though too, because I was like moving up so quick within my department, the water district. They already talking more positions. I'd only been there a year. There was a lot of guys, they didn't like that shit. Because they've been there 10, 15 years.
This motherfucker's just promoting
and
shit.
This fucking dude. But I busted my ass every day, and I was doing everything they asked. Like, as far as, hey, you want to move up? Go take this course. Go take that course. Take this test. Do this, do that. So I was doing it all, so I didn't feel bad. I was like, fuck all you guys. Like, I don't care if I'm here for 2 years. You've been here 20. Like, I'm going to go get mine.
Yeah, exactly. That's that's how you've been.
Yeah. And so I went, interviewed with her that same day. She's like, all right, well, we'd like to offer you the job if you accept it. And I'm sitting there like, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. And I'm sitting there like, damn. Do I leave the water district? Do I turn her down? Like, I was fucked up. I didn't know what to do.
Did you accept it that day?
The next day.
Oh, you had to think about it.
Yeah, I was like seriously bad. And everybody's like, dude, why is there any kind of debate about what's going on? But there's, going back to loyalty and all that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, all right.
What's your opening,
man? Put your
shit
aside. It's like, this is what you want to do.
This is your chance. And you took it.
That was it, yeah. And no looking back after that. Like, best decision I ever made in my life.
Yeah.
But I was so fortunate to catch all those breaks. The long-term gigs.
That's crazy.
They just kept falling in my lap. Like I said, it's like, I see you watching down on me, It's like...
Appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate you looking out. Yeah.
Right? Don't pass this test. Don't pass that. Sleep through that fucking test. Boom, here's another long-term. Here's another long-term. It's like,
how much were those tests every time?
It's like, was it $75 a pop? Yeah, so it wasn't like, it was like, $30 a test. Show up and take it. It's
yeah. Like, yeah. That's a little rough.
But it's, like I said, man, what I get to do every day, it's, some people.
Do you have any?
Do you have son of a bitch? It's like.
You speak about having a plan and being organized and stuff. Do you have a 5-year, 10-year plan? You got anything you want to do in your next 5, 10 years?
You know what? I really. It's not even so much for coaching and things like that. It's more now like PE directed. In my discipline of teaching and stuff like that. Yeah. I've been really fortunate the last the couple years to go to like state conferences, go to out of state conferences, with nothing.
Kind of just bettering yourself in your
with nothing but PE teachers. Just sharpening myself and my skill, like just being around people who are just physical education, physical activities, life, like.
That's cool. Yeah.
I take that from that game or this from that lesson, this and that. And you see all these people who are just like. The electricity these people bring to this building, it's like, damn, I want to present like at one of these state conferences. Like, I want to go there and give younger teachers or older teachers, people on my same level, like give them my little tricks, give them my tools, because like you don't mind sharing and making people better that want to get better. You know, so people are shut down. It's like my way is the way. It's like, well, yeah, it's hard to talk to you because you don't want to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I sit down and talk with English teachers sometimes and social studies. Like, dude, your fucking class management's unreal. Like, obviously we're in different settings, but what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're trying to learn from everything.
Yeah, and it's like you can't even compare, government econ to PE2, but it's like, damn, I like what you're doing as far as your class management, what you're doing during this test.
You can learn from.
It's like, give it to me. Whatever I could apply to PE, I'll do it. Whatever I can't, well, I'll put it over there. Yeah. Keep it in my back pocket because you spent the time to
What are some tips or some hints you could pass on to somebody wanting to be a teacher, wanting to be a PE teacher in education? What tips do you have? Like you said, you want to speak at a conference. So
going back to that, and I'll touch. The tips is that I want to get to that level where it's like being someone who's invited to, this 1 hour session on this.
Yeah.
Or that, hey, we have this blog.
Oh, we love
seeing what you're doing. Like my Twitter handle, that's like it's all PE. Like I do a lot about sports. Like, that's where I get to brag about kids.
What's your Twitter handle?
Is at Coach Flo.
Oh, okay.
So it's like it's 100%. It's like all just about the kids. Like kid does something good, or the league championship here, kid wins CIF. It's like boom, 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 blow that kid up. For the exposure, do stuff like this. Anybody, I don't care if it's at DHS or CV or it's India La Quinta, like they do something, like try to shoot them out.
Get it out there.
It's like you're a desert product. Like I want to see you go do bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Like go for it. Take that.
Prosper, man.
Yeah. But a bulk of it's all like PE stuff. Games, techniques, this, that. So like I just want to like
that's crazy.
That networking skill just. There's some people I got to meet in February. Some people I got to meet last summer in Boise at a conference that you feel like you know them. Like me and you were always,
we're meant to be, bro.
Yeah, we're sending each other tips and games and ideas. Hey, I saw you did this, and we meet each other. It's like, oh shit! It's like you're kind of like starstruck, but it's like really no reason to be starstruck. It's like you're another PE teacher across the state or this or that. But it's like just to get on that level and to be someone that I guess people like, hey, go check out this guy's stuff or check out what he's doing with his kids.
So just be the best you can be in your skill.
That. And as far as tips for people wanting to become just teachers, never stop learning. Yeah. Like there's a conference to attend it if you're fortunate enough to. Like I've been really fortunate, like I said, in the last 2 years, I've hit up administration. I'm like, I'd really love to go to this conference. Like, enough said. Here you go to it. Like for professional development. Like, what do they say? Beg, borrow, steal. Beg, borrow, steal. Beg, borrow, steal. Like, take what you get. See people's ideas. Try them. Yeah. Be willing to try a technique that it's not yours. Something that's gonna put you out there and maybe expose your weaknesses a little bit. But in the long run, it's gonna benefit the kids. Like, whatever's gonna give the kids the best opportunity to succeed, you got to do it.
Yeah. Be always ready to I guess adjust, change.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And especially even from one class to another, you have to adjust and just be very transparent with the kids. To a certain level, you just want to let them know who you are, where you're from, what you're trying to accomplish for them, so to get them to bigger and better.
Yeah.
To open up opportunities and just be real with kids. Kids, man, they'll take the shirt off their back for you. They know you love them. You care about them.
And people kind of. Like you just said, be real. Like I think a lot of people don't think kids are as smart as they are. They don't. They can just bullshit them, and kids, you can't bullshit them really. They can see right through it.
They see through the shit better than anybody.
Yeah, and
they feel that you're a genuine person to them. You're gonna be honest with them. Like I said, you give them the tough love. For some of them, that's the only love they get.
Yeah,
like especially what I've seen now at Indio High School, man, the dynamics are they're insane.
Yeah,
like. What was it? Indio and La Quinta High School, they're a mile and a half apart. It's two totally different worlds. Like the hardships these kids go through and the shit day after day they have to persevere through.
Compared to these La Quinta kids who whine about literally
not to take anything away from La Quinta. It's like fucking Q Block till I die, baby. You know,
Q
once a Black Hawk, always a Black Hawk. You know, it's like cut me open. I still have probably some Navy and burgundy in there. You know,
we're all Black Hawks here
for sure. You know, but it's like it's a very different world. It's like a lot of these kids I see now, it's like single parent households. You know, their siblings, they're 18 years old and they have a 2-year-old sibling that they're almost like they're a parent to, that they got to watch. You know, it's like kids not wanting to have to leave practice. That was a big adjustment for me. It's like, what do you mean I leave practice? Oh, I got to go to work. It's like, work? Yeah, the rest of your life to work, this, that. You know, like, you're not missing practice at work. You know, it's like, how many guys playing football, you're like, hey, Coach Armstrong, I got to leave. I got to go to...
Yeah, fucking right.
I got to go to work. Or any coach, you know, like, I got to bounce. I can't go to tournament this weekend because I got to go help my uncle finish his job. It's like, the fuck you? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You know, but it's like real life shit. You know, like they're not working to make some money to go buy a Coachella bracelet.
They're working
to buy
for
a
their
new pair
life,
of shoes.
for their
They're
parents.
fucking making money to be like, here, mom and dad, here's for rent. And it's
Yeah.
like, damn, dude. It's like, you're doing all that shit, coming to school, you're eligible, you're playing a sport. It's like, damn, hats off to you, dude. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's very different. Like I said, the hardships that they go through. Sometimes another adjustment was, you know, seeing was like, man, you guys are all, I know you're tough kids. Why do sometimes you just break down so often? Like, or why here at school? But then I started thinking, it's like, well, they always have to be so tough at home.
Yeah.
And maybe sometimes not even the work thing. It's like, but the shit they go through to get home, or the neighborhoods they live in, it's like, dude, you got to do that every day. Yeah. Not just like once in a blue moon. You got to do that shit on the daily. So sometimes I can't even imagine. Yeah, by the time you get to school, you are burned out. And it's like, school's a safe place. You're not hustling. You're not worried about over your shoulder. You're not worried about paying rent. Like, here's your little safe haven, you know? And it's like, you sometimes see them like, that sigh, just relief.
And that's shitty for a kid, you know? Have a kid have to go through that, and it's everywhere. Yeah. It ain't just in Indio. It's not just in DHS.
No, yeah, absolutely not. It's not. I mean, there's kids. You know, it's on a lot less, or you know, lower scale. But there's kids like that at La Quinta too. You don't know it. You know, because for the most part, you know, good middle class families, both parents, this, that. You know, I mean, there's a lot of kids there that are, you know, they're homeless, like literally homeless.
Yeah,
living in shelters and shit like that. It's like, damn, dude. It's like, and you still come to school with a smile on your face.
How do you do it? You know, like I don't know how they do
right?
it. There's kids like one, for example, is Chico, man. Sometimes I think about him and you know he's in trouble. But besides that, like when he was in high school, it was like, how, bro? How do you even do it, bro? Your life is like garbage. You get out of school and you have nowhere to go. You have no family. Yeah. Nobody cares about you. Your dad's around, but he's not around. And,
right.
And like I don't know. I just don't know how you handle it, you know? And I don't know. I was happy we had him around and I got to give him things that he didn't really get to experience. Like even having him around for Christmas and having his own stocking, having his own presents, you know, like that was like, that made my fucking like, I don't know, year, dude. Having him around and actually seen him actually enjoy life and feel like he's got a family when I'm sure you see it like at Indio. There's kids, tens, hundreds of kids that have that upbringing. They don't have a life. They don't have a family, and that's cool. You know, that's cool that you've from right out of college. That's what you wanted to do. You wanted to help, and you're doing it still. So I don't know. It's crazy.
It's cool. You know, I mean, obviously, if I didn't go this route, like you don't get to make this difference. You know, it's like. Still get kids checking in, you know, on Instagram or whatever. Yeah, send text. Exactly. Sometimes I'm like, got to play the game for a little bit because I'm just not like, well, who is this? You know, I get a number pop up. Hey, Coach, Merry Christmas. See what's up? Or you know, exactly. how the kids doing? It's like, dude, you graduated 10 years ago. You're checking up on, you know, just saying what's up. You know, or it's like in the grocery store, people are like, what's up, Coach? Like, oh shit. Yeah. Hey, what are you doing? You know, how's life? You know.
Yeah.
But that's the beautiful part about it. You know, it's like you share those bonds, those experiences.
You're a big part in a lot of people's lives, and you don't even know it.
And like I said, it's a lot of selflessness on my family's part. You know, to share that because there's times, you know, where I gotta meet him at this event. or they're driving separately, or they're here, or I'm gonna go to this kid's, ceremony, or damn again. Like there's times where it's like they don't even budge. 'Cause I'm running in just to change clothes, and I'm out of there. Like, it's like, one of those, and that's rough.
And now you got your kids playing sports too.
Yeah.
So you're definitely. Are you coaching them? Your kids yet? Yeah.
Yep. So I coached in the fall. I coached the 3 oldest in soccer.
Shit.
So I coach all 3 of them in soccer, and that's a sport I thought I'd never get involved in.
I think I'm gonna get involved in soccer too. My son wants to play pretty bad.
Just not the biggest soccer fan.
I'm not.
I love playing it. Like if there was a pickup game in the park, I'd be all about it. Like let's go do it. But like sit there and watch soccer.
What I do like about it though is it's international. So
it is.
If your kids do get pretty good, they could go pro anywhere.
I just love it for all the running they're doing.
Staying healthy.
It's something different. Yeah. And it's like people take for granted, everything's hand-eye. How often do you focus on your foot-eye?
Yeah,
and everything else. You see the things soccer players do, I'm just like, I'll be there in the backyard and Megan's all making fun of me. Like, quit trying that shit already. I'm all back there. It's like, looking like a fool. Man, somebody's watching me like, look at this dude, So we coach him in that. They play basketball, but I'm pretty hands-off in basketball. They do that.
You're just not into it, or what?
Not that I'm not into it. I love spectating. I love watching them play basketball, and I think it's good for them to have somebody else as their coach every now and then. Yeah. Dad's not always going to be your coach, but is the sport that I thought we would never have a bond in it's soccer, and it's like that's like our little thing now. It's like, yeah, I'm your soccer coach. It's like it's a trip, and it's fun. It's something that it's really tightened us up because they know like, hey, you're our coach. Like rain or shine, you're going to be that. And then I helped out this year. Mason's he's my oldest. His flag football team, so that was a lot of fun.
That's got to be fun, man. Coaching those little kids.
That was awesome. That was a good time. So I helped out with that, and then coach them in baseball.
Yeah, and you said you played baseball in high school too. Yeah. What position are you playing?
Catcher and third.
Oh shit. Yeah. Which one do you like more?
So I like catcher. I like being behind the plate.
Yeah. You ever lay anybody out? Anybody try to run you
over?
It
was one time, yeah.
One time.
It was perfect because it was from Palm Desert.
Really?
Yeah, it's from Palm Desert.
Laid him out, dude? Good.
No, I was sitting there. Guy hits a shot to center. We had this dude. He had a cannon. Catches ball. Guy tags up. I'm just like, it's on.
Yeah.
Like, this motherfucker ain't sliding. Coming. He ain't coming around me.
Yeah.
I had already blocked the play, so if it was going to happen, he was going to run over me, it was going to be a catch interference, whatever. It's like, no. Boom, guy puts it on the line. Just bam, just whack. Drilled this dude. Drilled him.
Dude. Did he fall backwards?
Like, did I? No, I didn't even move.
No, did he fall backwards?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know how I did. The guy was running.
Full speed at you? It's that football, man.
It was just one of those things. Strength. It was just one of those things. Like, damn. I was like, hell yeah. Because, it doesn't happen too much.
Yeah, I know. I don't. Well, I played first base, so I didn't have any of those. Well, on accident, you have those people that accidentally run into you. Accidentally.
Then it was cool because I got to play baseball with. He was our starting, obviously, quarterback, Sammy Chavez. And he was starting shortstop. Man, I saw him put some fools out.
I heard he was a baller back in the day. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
And then speaking of, was Gleason the first varsity quarterback?
He was.
Really?
He was.
How was he as an athlete?
He's a baller, man.
I heard he threw a no-hitter too, maybe?
Yeah, he's another 3-4 guy. He played football, he played basketball, played baseball.
I want to get him on here. I want to get both you guys on here.
He's a stud, man. It's cool because we, both of our boys, our oldest, they're, 3 months apart? 2-3 months apart. So they play soccer together. They play football together. They play basketball together. They play baseball together.
That's so cool.
It's awesome, and they're like brothers, And then his youngest son and our oldest daughter, same thing. They're a few months apart, so
they're just you guys' families are gonna be.
They're all tight, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but I don't know. I think we should start wrapping it up. It was a pretty good podcast.
Whenever you want, man.
What pointers would you pass on to these young high school kids or kids nowadays just to, I don't know, just what pointers in life in general? And on top of that, I don't know, it's kind of way off topic, but are you in any investments or anything? Are you doing anything for like stocks, anything like that? Have you done anything?
Nah, I got, there's Like we have our 403B accounts and retirement stuff set up, but
okay.
Not so much of the stock market or anything like that.
Nah. I was just wondering, just because I don't know. This is obviously like a future show, so I kind of like asking everybody about their investment and shit. But what was your life, I guess?
Definitely set goals.
Yeah.
Set goals, set them high, set the unrealistic ones, go for the big fish. Like I said, go for it, and people are going to tell you can't do it, but until you don't reach it, go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Go for broke.
Well, how many people are going to tell you?
But, there's going to be some people, like your friends or maybe some people have family members like, hey, come on, you're not going to be a professional at this, or you're not going to, it's like, well, then I'll push you aside and I'm going to go for it if that's what you want. And then have alternative goals, have all your short-term, your weeklies, your monthlies, annual goals. The biggest thing for them too with the goal setting is learn how to modify them. If you reach a bumpy path, don't give up on it. Learn how to be like, okay, well now it's going to take a little bit longer. Instead of a month, this is going to take 3 months. Instead of a year, this is now a 2-year goal. So just be able to modify it, make an adjustment, and keep going forward. Even if it's slow progress, it's still progress. Because even the perfect plan is gonna, have a hiccup.
Joe Rogan says, dude, momentum.
Yeah, and when when we first started talking about those CIF teams, you get that momentum, you get hot, you're gonna do everything you can to keep going on that. Besides the goal setting, limit distractions, because man, that's daily.
Mm-hmm.
That's daily. Stay focused. Social media. Don't get caught up in all that shit. Don't try to please people. I guess if you could say that's in interviews and stuff, like what's something you're guilty of being bad at or this, for a long time I was always like a yes man to please people. It's like, oh, I could do that or I want to do that. It's like, but sometimes it doesn't work out, because you're not taking care of yourself or your family and things like that because you're worried about pleasing other people.
Primarily worked on the person inside it all.
Yeah, primarily with these kids in high school, especially, social media, everything's, I got to do it for people to like it.
Exactly.
It's like, fuck them.
Yeah.
It's like, do you. And it's like, and not saying don't have social media, but if you want to do it, post something for you.
Yeah. Don't post it for the likes. Don't post it for the comments.
Do it because you appreciated that moment, that experience. It might not be the most popular thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Post it because you wanted to post it. It had some kind of meaningfulness to you. But limit distractions. Keep the momentum. Stay hungry.
Yeah. Because
the second you relax, someone's working harder, man.
I don't know how you stay hungry, dude.
You just, it's like, yeah, I have to.
It's because just like an everyday thing. It's just,
especially in coaching, if I get lax, another coach is out there preparing his guys to beat mine.
Yeah.
And like, so we go out there, it's like, I'm there to win. You want to teach all these kids, there's so many life lessons to be taught, and that's going to happen naturally.
Especially all the hours you're with them. So you're like,
you're going to have all the one-on-one conversations. You're going to have the experiences over lunch, in vans, on bus rides. You're going to have that stuff through team bondings, through practice. But it's like, damn, we're there to win too.
Yeah.
We're trying to put I'm trying to get you guys a decorated jacket.
I know, man.
Put banners up in the gym so you come back like, damn, that's us 3 years in a row.
Hey, I'm happy my team didn't lose the flag.
Keep that rivalry flag,
exactly.
Maybe some CIF hardware, It's like you're there to win some games.
Realize that 4 years goes quick, man. That's what I would say to people, man. That goes quick, and enjoy it, because high school is fucking fun.
It is
fun. Enjoy it, dude. Enjoy going to football practice. Enjoy that practice. Football's only a couple hours a day, because once you're at college, it's a job, and especially you really gotta love it if you're gonna play it in college. So I say, man, enjoy it.
Enjoy it, and I told them enjoy it because it's just a great time. But then go to college. College is even better.
Yeah, see? I don't know.
College is
I don't know about that experience.
It's like, go experience. Like I said, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
But at least you never sit there and what if yourself. It's like, well, what if I would have done this? What if I would have done that?
Yeah.
Sitting there waking up, looking at yourself in the mirror today, like, I should have done that.
Exactly.
I catch flack and stuff from some teachers. I always have. It's like, college isn't for everybody. So I don't shove it down people's throat. You know, it's like, you want to go, go.
Yeah.
Not go to the military. Go to trade school. Learn a trade.
Yeah, if you have a vision or a passion or something, do that.
Yeah,
go towards that.
It.
Yeah.
You know, you wanna go design clothing. Go design clothing. Be the baddest dude there is out there. You gotta hustle. You gotta have that hustle in you.
Yeah.
They say you want to open your construction business. Go get your contractor's license. Go do that shit. You don't have to go to college. You know, some people are like, oh, you're giving them the wrong message. They gotta go to college. Like, says who?
Yeah.
They go learn how to fix transmissions and fucking kill it.
Yeah, and
you
then
can learn how to repair ACs, and this is the perfect spot for it.
I'm happy you're saying that as a teacher, because college, like yeah, it can be important, and it's good if that's something you like, part of what you want to be in a career. If that's kind of where your career choice, what you need for your career choice. But if that's not what you need, then why would you waste your money and waste your years going there?
There's so many great technical programs.
Yeah,
2-year program, year-long programs. You get into unions, you know. Electrician, do all that stuff. Plumbing, I mean, trades are, you know.
And that's not gonna go away. That's
Never.
just gonna stay around, even with technology. That's you're gonna do it. They're not gonna have robots plumbing.
Yeah, you know, it's like there's programs here on agriculture and landscaping. It's like, dude, go do that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what some of these guys are making their companies going and keep
talking about what landscaping are you talking about?
Palm trees nice and tight.
Oh, I thought you were talking about some of that weed landscaping, because that's the new thing right here in California, man. And you can make, obviously you do it legally, you can make a shitload of money.
You go open your shop and do that, or you do a factory dispensary, whatever the hell they call them. You know, it's
exactly.
It's like, go for it.
Yeah.
And you're sitting at the end of the day, sitting there, sitting pretty.
Shit, man,
hey, I
do something.
I didn't go to college, and look at me. You know, there's so many success stories that they don't get the limelight because they didn't go to college.
Yeah, well, my father-in-law, he didn't even get past 8th grade, and he's owned a business for 20 plus years.
He's doing something right.
Yeah, exactly. And before that, he was like the store manager at Kmart, and then went into his own business. Now he owns a U-Haul franchise, so it's like, college, yeah, it can be important. It's obviously beneficial. Like, if you can go for free, you can get that scholarship. Hell yeah, take advantage of it. But you can go somewhere even if you don't do it. You definitely can't just quit on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, I think we should fucking wrap this shit up, dude. Hey,
wrap it up. 10th episode in the books.
Got you, Tank, dude. Got
your
wife
that's what's
Tank,
up.
dude. I appreciate you on here.
Appreciate you, man. Just want to see you do well. You come up on this.
100 podcast. I appreciate you, bro. That was a good one.
There we go.
It'll be available everywhere.